Hi, it's Jim. I'm here today with John Slauenwhite. John is a Boardroom Metrics accomplished executive. John, tell us a bit about who you are and what you do.
Hey, Jim. In many respects, I'm kind of on my third career. I spent the first 20 years plus in consumer packaged goods sales and marketing, and that's where I learned all about strategy and more importantly, I learned how to get things done. So I consider myself really good at balancing strategy and action. I then went on to my second career. My second career took me into the global environment in business-to-business type organizations. And there I learned, not surprisingly, how to deal with people and how to build team focus. And I think those two things are kind of cornerstones to my third career, which is consulting and working with folks like you at Boardroom Metrics. And there I think what I've been able to do is bring structure and discipline to many organizations. And it's been heartwarming and really valuable because I've learned to take data in many of these organizations and leverage it into knowledge. And that knowledge has brought me to a point where I'm able to provide competitive advantage for many clients. And that's kind of where this whole focus on pricing came from.
Okay. So you're focusing on pricing. Tell us a bit about pricing, John.
Well, I think pricing is really an overlooked area of the four P's of marketing. Pricing is the one that's kind of the least sexy. It's not much fun to work on pricing policy when you could be shooting television commercials.
Right.
Having said that, pricing is a large and complex area in many companies, and it's challenging because there are different discount policies and maybe different pricing by customer, and perhaps a lot of people involved. It's a real area that needs control. And that control is important because, there have been lots of studies that indicated pricing is really an underutilized lever to generate profitability on a company basis.
Yeah, John, pricing would seem to be incredibly important, right? In terms of revenue and profits and everything else. How come it's overlooked? Just because it's difficult to do?
Well, I think it's challenging in that there are lots of different people involved in pricing usually.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm trying to add fun to pricing, but it's hard to do.
Good luck.
At the end of the day, most folks would rather be involved in promotion or some other area of it. And often organizations take a view of pricing that they look at it once a year when their costs kind of roll up or they're building a business plan. And that's not really a good iterative way to look at pricing.
Quick question, John. How can you help clients with pricing? What do you do?
Well, if you find yourself in a situation where your margins are weakening, where competition is maybe becoming more intense, where volume is soft, or if you have a real internal orientation, maybe a production orientation, honestly, rather than a market view of pricing or a customer view of pricing, that's when we should maybe have a chat because I think I can help you optimize your pricing.
John, excellent. Thank you. Thank you. We will learn more about John as we follow him in his blogs that you can find on boardroommetrics.com. Thank you, John. We'll chat again.
Cheers.